Hey friends, Mike Carlin, Speak Realty. Just wanted to talk about buying a new house or building a brand new house. So there's three different ways of acquiring a new home that I wanted to discuss. Number one, which a lot of people first think about, is buying a piece of land and building a custom home on it. Number two is going to a builder at a new home development, buying it from them and being able to pick all your finishings, pick out the lot that you want, and then having it built that way. And number three is going to a new construction development and just buying a house that is completed. So let's look at those three different ways and pluses and minuses of all three. The easiest method, of course, is the going and buying a house that's already built. Now, the downside, of course, you won't be able to pick out all your fixtures. If it's 100% complete, then it is what it is. On the plus side, yeah, it's brand new. You're still getting a brand new home, and if you like the decor, it saved you all those mental headaches, because I can tell you when building, there's a lot of decisions to be made, and sometimes that can get really frustrating because you're so worried about making the wrong decision or picking the wrong color or matching the colors together. The other advantage, and this is also an advantage when buying through a builder, is you don't have to finance it yourself like you would during a build when you bought a piece of land, so during the construction time. The other advantage of buying this back, of course, is it's ready to go. So you don't have that lengthy period where you have to wonder, okay, when will the house be ready exactly? You can go in, set a normal close time of 30 days, contract to close, and then move into your brand new home. Now, let's look at the method of going to the builder, sitting down and designing a semi-custom home. So the big benefit of that, number one, you can get it semi-customized. It's not going to be the exact house that you necessarily want because you've got to pick from the builder's layouts, but they've got a lot of good options there. And you do get to pick all the different finishes that you have in your house, from exterior siding. You have a chance, a lot of times there's options to add additional rooms or configure things slightly different. So you have a lot of different options there, and you don't have to worry about financing the house during the construction phase. So the builder actually gets a construction loan, or however they finance it's up to them. Maybe they have cash, I don't know. But then you just sit back and wait until the actual house is completed, and then you close on it like you would any other house. Now, the waiting, the waiting's the hardest part, Tom Petty. Anyway, you do have to wait for the house to be built, and the timelines can change. We especially saw that here recently with COVID and the issues that came up with shortage of lumber and siding and garage doors. And I had a house recently that it was over a year from contract to closing, and normally it takes about 5 or 6 months for a house to be built. Personally, I built one house in about 5 months when I was building houses, and I didn't have very much control of the subs, so a bigger builder who has control of all the subcontractors really could build a house in about 3 or 4 months. So you don't know the exact timeline, so figuring out where you're going to be during that time period can be tough, and especially if you need to sell your house before purchasing the other house, you may have to sell and then move into a temporary apartment type situation or a temporary rental situation. Now, to buy the land and actually get a builder and do all that, that would be you have the most freedom to do what you want in that situation. You can pick your plans, completely design your house start to finish. Now, as I said, there's a lot of decisions that can be made, that need to be made, and for a lot of people, that can be kind of frustrating. The other tough part is the financing, because if you are hiring the builder, you purchase the land in advance, you have to deal with the financing of it, either having the cash to buy the land and then financing the house, or having cash to finance everything, and you need to be have the money to also have some place to stay. So again, if there's a situation where it's close and you may have to sell your home and move into a temporary rental situation so that you can get approved for this, and that would all be bank stuff. But the big advantage is, yeah, just the total control to get exactly what you want. Now, there's still a timeline issue. Because assuming you're hiring a builder and not trying to do it all yourself, which that's a lot of banks won't even allow that anymore. But with the builder, they still can run into those issues of shortages or controlling the subcontractors, getting them to come out as scheduled. So the timeline can vary a little bit to a lot on that. So ultimately, it's really a decision that you have to make. Number one, you want a brand new home, and then what route best suits your lifestyle and your family. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and please subscribe to my channels.